Good evening or good morning, should I say. It is now 4:34 a.m. and as always, I'm wide awake. Main reason being because of pain. I wanted to share this video with, I guess, the world, just because it's been a hard road for me and for my family and my husband and my kids and everyone who knows the struggles of living with chronic back pain at such a young age, basically. So let me start by saying that my mom has told me that she's always had me in treatment for back pains, never got a real answer of what was going on with me. I want to say by the time I was in high school, I used to play basketball for Henry Street Settlement and I had a bad fall and I landed right on my back. Actually, that was my second fall because the first fall happened when I was in high school. I was pulled by someone by my jersey and slammed on the floor. So the pain progressively started getting worse, but x-rays and everything seemed to be fine. A little sign of mild scoliosis, nothing to be concerned about. I want to say by 2007, 2008. Oh, let me backtrack a little bit. So I was on Vicodin at one point and then Percocet at another, and that's when pain started really getting over the top. So I started working at a city hospital in New York. I was there for maybe a year or so, and I had one of the orthopedic doctors send me for an MRI just because I couldn't take the pain anymore. And the pain medication wasn't really working. So he sent me for an x-ray and for an MRI. Of course, you have to have an x-ray first for the insurance to approve the MRI. And as soon as he got my results back, he calls me into his office and tells me that I have to see a neurosurgeon ASAP, like tomorrow. So same day, going crazy, calling numbers. I called the sister hospital. They didn't have anything until like months ahead. I called the Spine Institute of New York, which I seen a Dr. Shanlan Rupapan, who has been the most amazing doctor I've ever had. Generally, he cares about his patients. So I have a deformation on my lumbar spine where my L5 didn't completely develop, so I have bone on the left side, but I have no bone on the right side. I just have a weird anatomy, and my spine is not something that was caused by an accident. It was just something that was caused because the way that I was positioned in my mom's stomach, basically. And I also have an extra lumbar, so I have an L6. Usually we all have an L1 through L5. I have an L1 through an L6, so I just have an extra bone that's there doing nothing, but it's there. So I had a I'm sorry, I have my laptop on so that I can read to you guys all my diagnosis that I have on my spine, because it's a lot and I don't remember them all. I've had a few injections done in New York. I want to say about 3. The first one didn't go very well. The second one went a little better. The third one was okay. And we did talk about having a fusion on my lumbar. Dr. Chan and I basically agreed that, I wanted to have kids and be able to see if I can, have natural birth. Thank God I do have 2 kids. I have a 6-year-old and I have a 4-year-old. And I had them naturally. I carried full term, no issues, no back pain. And the reason why was because the way of the belly and the baby was kind of like decompressing my spine. I have really bad sciatic nerve pain and numbness that used to shoot down my right leg. Bad. I had falls going up the stairs, going down the stairs, in the shower, in my room, in the kitchen, just because my leg would completely give out on me. Like I wouldn't feel it. I'm really bad at talking, as you can see, guys. So anyways, we kind of both agreed that, you know, I wanted to build a family before I had any kind of surgery. By the time I want to say 32 or 33, the pain just got to a point where it was just completely taking over my life. I missed a lot of work, and when I was at work, either someone had to drive me to the hospital because I couldn't take the pain, I couldn't walk, I couldn't sit. I finally spoke to Dr. Chan, and he said, you know, let's just do it. You're running out of options. Basically, I was already on oxycodone at the time, 50 milligrams, 3 times a day. Gabapentin, 300 milligrams, 3 times a day. Flexeril for muscle spasm. The gabapentin is for the nerve pain. And then I had my fusion. It went well. Everything looks like normal. It just didn't work. So I have a failed fusion on my back now. So the nerve pain that I was having down my right leg, it's now going down my left leg. The numbness is on both my legs now, not just my right leg. I've had 2 spinal stimulators implanted. I had Medtronics at first. It was great the first couple of months. It just suddenly stopped working. So I was put back on the oxycodone. I was down to 5 milligrams. They cranked it up back to 10. I have never stopped taking the gabapentin or the Flexeril during this time. It stopped working. I had a second company placed from St. Jude's Pharmaceuticals. Same thing. Amazing. Worked even better than Medtronics in the beginning. Again, here I am with the same pain, and it's not working. It's been programmed a couple of times, just like the other one. Nothing seems to be working. I was put on 30 milligrams of morphine twice a day, 10 milligrams of oxycodone in between as needed, gabapentin, Flexeril, omeprazole for my stomach, by the way. And, you know, nasty, but narcotics usually get you really constipated. I don't think it really did that much for me, but I still took the stool softeners. So here I am, December 30th of 2019, waiting for a morphine pump to be implanted. Right after the morphine, I was on a fentanyl patch of 25 micromilligrams, which is supposed to be 100 times more potent than the morphine, and that stopped working. And I was still taking 10 milligrams of oxycodone in between the first week. I was changing the patches every 3 days. I went and I just got rid of the oxycodone because I felt I wasn't going to need it. And if this patch was supposed to be stronger, I thought I was going to be fine. Try not to lose the stuff on my laptop so that I can show you guys. So, long story short, I was off. I've been actually off all narcotics since the day before Thanksgiving this year. So I am no longer on any oxycodone, any morphine, any fentanyl. The gabapentin was switched over to Lyrica, 75 milligrams for the nerve pain, because I have really bad numbing from my knees down to my toes on both my legs at nighttime, which makes me very anxious. Oh, by the way, I've developed anxiety and depression from everything that has happened. Everything. Oh, you might be asking me, what's this? I totally forgot about this surgery. So I've had the lumbar fusion. 2 different spinal stimulators have been implanted. I had a procedure done on my hip because I had water on my left hip, and it was very painful. I had a torn meniscus on my left knee from putting all the pressure on my left side to walk when I was having the problem just going down my right leg. So yeah, so I had a cervical decompression done July 2nd of 2019. So I spent July 4th in bed with a neck brace up here, painful to swallow. I did get better after this surgery. I just also had to have carpal tunnel surgery done at the same time that this was done. So this one actually worked. I had really bad neck pain, numbness down both my arms, everything completely gone since after that surgery. So let me just go through some of my stuff on my medical records for you guys. So I have intractable back pain, and that was added to my record on, and this is just my record for Pennsylvania. This is not my record from New York because I live in Pennsylvania now. So this was added on September 4th of 2015. Lumbar degenerative disc disease, 7/28 of 2016. That explained what this happened. So when I had all this numbness and tingling on my arms, my doctor here, Dr. Marati, best doctor, second best because Dr. Shan is still my favorite, sent me for an MRI. You could barely see my discs. They were paper thin, so this had to happen. Scoliosis of my lumbar spine. The depression, of course, was added 8/10 of 2017. The anxiety disorder, 6/22 of 2018. Acute pain of knees, 9/19. The meniscus, oh, I'm sorry, it was my right knee and my left knee. Completely. Pain in both lower extremities. My lumbar fusion was done 5/25 of 2017. The first spinal stimulator was implanted 4/16 of 2016. So that was the first thing that was done, and then it stopped working. So that's just part of my medical records. I actually see pain management at the Lebanon Pain Relief Center. Dr. Lorenzo, most amazing doctor ever. He's been really helpful. I did see pain management at Lancaster General Hospital, but I was kind of like referred better to Dr. Lorenzo, and I'm actually glad that I went to see him because he's really good. So this is just kind of some of my stories to tell you guys. I will try to post some pictures. I'm not really good at editing and adding music and pictures and stuff to videos. I'm actually doing this from my phone because I couldn't figure out how to do it from my laptop. This is a daily struggle to sleep, to get up, to do things with my kids, to take them to school events. I can't sit for too long. I can't stand for too long. I'm better laying down. I've been out of work since after my fusion since 2017, which is also taken a toll and part of my depression. I've always worked. I've been working since I was 16 and a half. I worked in New York for almost 8 years and a half before moving here. So I had to, resign in New York. My family is extremely supportive. My parents live same house as me and my husband. My mom kind of helps me with the day-to-day life with my kids. My dad and my husband basically take care of all the bills, including the ones that I was taking care of when I was working. We had a smaller house, like a townhouse, so it had a lot of stairs. So now we have like a single family home. We still have stairs, but not as bad. Like we have a guest bedroom on the main floor, so I can easily just go lay downstairs if I don't want to come up the stairs. My husband is amazing, and not just because he's my husband, he's my best friend. We were friends for a really long time before anything happened between us, and I can honestly tell you that he's amazing, and not a lot of men can put up with the stuff that he has put up, because it's been a hard road. So yeah. Oh, I don't even know if I told you guys my name. Sorry. Well, my name is Carol, and I'm 35 now. And I will keep you guys posted. I am supposed to be having the trial for the morphine pump, where it's just an injection. They told me that the morphine pump it's not as bad as being on the actual medication because I won't feel the side effects of it, since they actually put a catheter straight into my spinal canal, so the morphine is getting mixed with my spinal fluid, so it's not going into my bloodstream, so I won't feel the side effects. What else do I tell you guys? I will keep you posted as soon as the injection is done for the trial. I will let you know if it helps. We'll let you know what my surgery is. We'll keep you posted with my post-ups, and I hope that if there's anyone going through a situation that I'm going through and you're feeling like a burden, because I still kind of battle with that sometimes, that I feel like I'm a burden to my family. I even have had thoughts that they will be better off without me, just because I feel like I'm just like such a weight on them. This is not your fault. I didn't ask for this to happen to me. It just happened. So, you know, I gotta keep pushing through. And it's just for me, I have a family to think about. I have siblings, my parents, and my cousins, my aunts and uncles. You know, I have friends that truly care about me. And they want to see me better because they've seen me struggle for so long with this pain. It's not something I wish for anyone to go through, because it sucks to see people your age going out and dressing up, wearing heels and looking pretty in dresses, and you can't do the same because you're home in pain. Half the time, if I take my kids to the park, I gotta mentally prepare myself. I'm gonna be in pain tomorrow. If I go out on a date with my husband, if I wear heels, I have to think about how I'm gonna wake up the next day, and nobody wants to live like that. Nobody wants to worry about whether you're gonna be able to get up from bed or not the next day. I am a warrior of chronic back pain, and that's how I see it. I'm not gonna give up because no one has given up on me yet. I actually had a tattoo done not too long ago with the word warrior. Anyways, thanks for listening, and I'll keep you guys posted. Hopefully I'll get this injection, the trial for my morphine pump soon, and I can have this morphine pump to see if I can have a best quality of life at 35 years old, but my family with kids. Anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful day today, and I hope you guys slept well, because I have x-rays to run to in the morning for this. Anyways, have a good night, guys, and yeah, hear from me soon, and thank you for listening.